it's Christine with uplifting reads for your quarantine. And I know what you're thinking. The library's closed. I can't come in and borrow anything. But you can use Libby, which is an app where you can download ebooks or e-audiobooks if that's your preference. So there's no reason why you can't still be reading while you're stuck at home. The first is called The Rosie Project, written by Graham Simpson, published in 2013. This is a feel-good novel narrated by this oddly charming and socially awkward genetics professor whose name is Dawn. And Dawn decides it's time to find a wife. So he develops a 16-page, scientifically valid survey to eliminate those women who don't meet his needs. Well, Rosie doesn't fit the mold, but she's intelligent and fiery. And Dawn quickly dismisses her as a potential wife, but he's intrigued by her quest to find her biological father. So an unlikely relationship develops between the two of them as they collaborate to find Rosie's father. Now, Dawn finds himself being attracted to her, even though he says that she's, scientifically not the one. And so he comes to terms with the fact that despite your best scientific efforts, sometimes love finds you. You don't find love. But it's a book that will restore your optimism and the power of human connection, and it's something that we're all craving right now. So check that one out. Next, we have Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine, written by Gail Honeyman, published in 2018. So Eleanor struggles with appropriate social skills and lives a very isolated life, except when she goes to work. So when Eleanor and Raymond, who's the IT guy in her office, come together to rescue Sammy, who's an elderly guy who falls on the sidewalk, the three of them begin to spend a lot of time together, rescuing each other from their lives of isolation. And they create a family for themselves as adults, one that none of them had as children. And through a lot of, Eleanor's mistrusting because of her upbringing, but though she's scared, Raymond's big heart has her take a look at her broken one and finally repair it. We have Confessions of a Domestic Failure, written by Bunmi Laditon, published in 2017. Our main character is Ashley. She's a career girl who becomes a stay-at-home mom and who's trying to navigate the world of the Pinterest perfect home and is failing miserably. She gets an opportunity to participate in the Better Motherhood Boot Camp, which is run by a mommy blogger that she really admires. So she jumps at the chance. She wants to learn how to become the mommy she thinks that she should be. And the result is a character as lovable as Bridget Jones. And the book highlights and pokes fun at the unrealistic societal pressures placed on moms to be perfect. The book will remind you that it's okay to just do okay, that you don't have to be perfect. This next one was so funny. I couldn't put it down. It's The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and Disappeared, written by Jonas Jonasson, published in 2012. Our main character is Alan Carlson, and he finds himself in good health, but living in a nursing home on the eve of his 100th birthday. Now, the home is planning a celebration for his birthday that Alan really doesn't want, so he climbs out the window in his slippers and embarks on a hilarious journey involving a suitcase full of cash, some unsavory criminals, and an elephant, believe it or not. For anyone else, it would be the adventure of a lifetime, but for Alan, it's anything but. He has, throughout his life, traveled as a munitions expert throughout the world and has shared meals with the likes of Stalin, Churchill, and Truman. The book is quirky and unique. Again, you won't want to put it down. It's really funny. And lastly, we have the memoir, Priest Daddy, written by Patricia Lockwood, published in 2018. So it's a heartbreakingly funny memoir about balancing your identity as an adult with family and tradition. The setting is the author finds herself and her husband moving back into her parents' rectory after 10 years of being on their own because of an unexpected crisis. And Lockwood then weaves moments from her childhood and her adolescence with scenes that chronicle this 8-month ordeal, we'll say, where she has to live with her parents. And she tries to explain Catholicism to her husband, who doesn't understand its bloodthirstiness and its arcane laws. But the book ranges from comic to deeply serious, explores the issues of belief, belonging, and personhood. So there you go. There's a few uplifting reads that'll make you laugh, or they have a great uplifting ending for you to try through Libby, which is free with your library card. So give one of these a try.